Shut up and sit down.
Hello guys and gals, it's me, EpicDose, and we are doing a late night gaming session. We are gonna play some Final Fantasy, Realm Reborn, or Heavensward now. I am a little behind. I am still level 60, which is the level cap. My gear's pretty decent, but it's definitely not the highest. And I kind of have to work through the couple updates. Some updates that basically add more to the main scenario or the main story for you that don't play this. The main quest. And they added some more dungeons and stuff like that, so I've been blasting through it. If you're here to watch the story, you came to the wrong place, because I just skip everything and I watch it later. That will be a different video if I decide to make it to show you the story, but this is just going to be me playing. I'm going to do 2 dungeons that I haven't done yet. As you can see at the top right corner, I got the end to the song, which is at the go to the final steps of faith in the duty finder. If you don't know what the duty finder is, well, you probably should play this game and find that out. It's basically it's like a dungeon finder. In Final Fantasy, they have the Holy Trinity. So they got a healer, a tank, and a DPS. And you have a group of 4 in the normal standard side dungeons, and they call it a light party. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't know if the final steps of faith are a light party though. That might actually be a group of 8, which is almost two. It's called a full group on here. And then I'm gonna also do the Weeping City quest on the right there. That's also I have to do a random dungeon. And I'm playing the healer. I'm playing the Astrologian, as you can see here. Like I said, I ain't maxed out. I think now don't quote me on this, but I think it's 240 or 245 is the max item level. I'm doing pretty good, but I am behind. I am missing 2 patches of. I haven't played probably for almost 2 patches. I played a little bit today, but and caught up. Like I said, if you're here to watch story, you're not gonna get the story here. I am basically just gonna run these 2 duty finder quests, and there's a gold farmer, and we just do this, add to the blacklist, bam, they're gone. Don't have to hear from their asses anymore. But anyway, so we're just gonna do one of these random, well, it's not a random dungeon, one of these auto dungeons, and I get in pretty quick because I'm a healer, and I'm a little rusty because I haven't played in a while, so please don't be too mean or throw too much hate my way because I haven't played in a while. For those of you who know what I should be doing. Alright, I think I want to do the Weeping City first. It is like the continuance of the Void Arc for those who play. And if you don't play this game, but you do play MMOs, you should definitely give this a try. And you need to give it a try more than, say, the first 5 or 10 levels. You need to probably play to like 20 or 30 when the game really starts getting interesting. I do like that it does make you do groups and dungeons and raids. Like, certain games will be left unnamed here, but they kind of just walked away from the group dynamic, and that's just silly for a multiplayer online role-playing game. You should have to have a group to do certain things, and a lot of them are basically you can go solo all the way from beginning to end, and if you can't do solo stuff, you can randomly join people and get it done anyway. You can randomly join people here, but every dungeon needs a group to finish. You cannot run it by yourself in most cases, unless you are like a level 60 doing a level 1, that type of situation or something. But yes, let's do this. Enough talking and looking at me walk around and do nothing. But I'm pretty cool looking, I think, anyway. I am Vasmir. Yes, some people call me Vajmir, but my character's name is Vasmir. see here. Vastmere Nightfall. You can see right there. And I am on the Marble server. So if you want to join me, I will definitely play with you. I'm also part of the, let's see here. I am part of the Heavensward Knights Free Company. I was gonna say guild, because like every other game, it's called a guild, but it's called Free Companies on this. They're actually a very cool group of people. I actually had a guild with just like me and like 5 or 6 other friends to start out with. And we just weren't getting to do the higher or the in-game content that we wanted because we didn't have enough people to raid the in-game content. Like, we could do it by joining other people, but we couldn't do it ourselves. So we joined these guys, and most of my friends are in this free company. I play with them on PS4. I'm playing on the PC tonight, but I have this on PS4 and PC, and I'm EpicDose on the PS4, the Xbox, and pretty much anything out there, Steam. So feel free to send a friend invite or whatever. I'll definitely, and you know, you can let me know you're somebody who watches me or wants to, you know me through the YouTube, and I will definitely accept your invite. But if you don't tell me, I'm not gonna accept anybody's invite, because you know, you don't want to just group with random ass people. But if it's at least someone who watches my content, I'll more than willingly accept your invite. But anyway, enough talking. Let's do something. Alright, so we're gonna do the duty finder, and we're gonna do the Weeping City. And like I said, take it easy on me. I haven't played in a while. Oh wait, we already did that. Where do we need to go? I think it's, yeah, here we go. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I do not play too horribly. And we'll see how long the wait is too. Get myself prepared. I used to play this game pretty consistently. It was all I was playing for a while, but got a little burnt out. It's probably one of my, it's on my top 10 MMOs right now, just because I've put so much time to it. But I'm definitely more of an EverQuest, Vanguard, EverQuest Online Adventures guy. And this is totally different than them, but it's still definitely one of the best ones out right now. It's competing with World of Warcraft, believe it or not. It has very similar numbers, and I guarantee you the numbers on here are more active and real players than World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is full of gold farmers. This game has their gold farmers too, but it's not like World of Warcraft. And if you've played both, you would know what I'm talking about. And so we're just waiting. We can see how long the wait is, but I'm gonna try to get this buff that I need. Why I wait. Let's see how much time it's saying. Oh wow, more than 30 minutes. We might not be able to do this one tonight, guys. I did not know it was gonna take that long. No one wants to watch me stand around for 30 minutes. Maybe I'll just do my dailies, and that stuff will have to wait. That's what happens when you do late night gaming. And as you can see in the right hand corner, it is 2:42 in the morning here. It's technically early morning, but I have one sleep tip, so it's a late night gaming. But here we go. We're gonna just do the stuff that's gonna get me into a dungeon. So sorry if you were hoping to see those 2 dungeons or raids or whatever they are. It's probably not gonna happen. I thought it'd be quicker than that because I'm a healer, and it usually takes 5 minutes to get into anything. But let's take that out. Let's withdraw from that. And I'm playing with the 360 controller, if you couldn't figure that out already. This game's really made for controllers more than it is for the PC, keyboard and mouse. But we'll just do this, or yeah, let's see how quick this one will show up. So we got 5 minutes. So we're gonna do a level 60 dungeon Duty Roulette, which gives the group of level 60 dungeons, and it throws me into whatever one's available. It's randomized. If you did not know what I was doing. And we're still going to try to get that buff ready, so when we start, we'll be prepared. And I'm not getting what I want here. I forgot what it's called right now. Once I see it, I'll let you know. See this cool little mount? That's cool. It's cool. This will be a lot faster than waiting 30 minutes. Take you through at least one dungeon, because the dungeons are quite long on here. It's about a 20 to 30 minute run every dungeon, so, and it really depends on how good your team is. Got a bunch of people who just play just because it's Final Fantasy and they don't really know how to play their character that well. It can go horribly bad and take hours because you'll keep dying and have to start all over. Well, you don't start all over, but you have to keep dying on one boss because they don't know the mechanics. It can take a very long time. There it is. It's balance. That's what I wanted. And then I put it on the side there to hold it. And now how I have it set up is when I go to my group, I can give balance to the whole group. That little buff atop of my hotbar here, or it's called a crossbar, but the hotbar buttons, thing that's lit up on the top there, that triangle with like the circle on top basically lets me give it to everybody. And that changes with the Astrologian, for those of you who don't play it, what it's going to do. It can make the buff last longer, and what the balance does is it gives more damage. You can get different buffs to extend the length of how long it's going to last. You can give it to everybody like I have here, or you can, what's the other one? Oh, make it more potent, stuff like that. I kind of just know it out of habit because I've played this character pretty much since they came out. I did nothing but play this character. I do have other characters. I can show you them while we're waiting. I am actually played this game. Like I said, I played this game a lot. I'm not doing too bad. Here's my paladin. He's 217 item level. I might switch to him initially because I do usually like tanking more. He's not too bad looking. He's kind of a mix of equipment, but I'm trying to get him all one set. If you, like I said, if you've been playing this, you know what set I'm going for. It's the one for Alexander, or Midas, for him, I think, if I remember right. But I pretty much have every class. I have a lot of classes here, and a lot of them are level 60, but not all of them are high item level. Here's my other, use a bard a lot. Bards are pretty fun, but they're not the bards I'm used to. If you played EverQuest or any of those games, the bards are way cooler. The bards in here are pretty much archers or rangers. They just bow damage. They don't play songs in there. They do play songs on here, but they're nothing like an EverQuest bard. Just keep that in mind, but they are fun still. And let's see here. We got our scholar too. Scholars are like the pet healer class. They have little pets. Let's see what else. Like I pretty much done every class on here, but not all of them. I have a couple that haven't quite maxed out because I just didn't see the need. But I got a ninja. That was the first class I started. I started with a ninja because, oh, and I just realized I got rid of all my buffs, and now I'm switching back. Now it's time for dungeon, and I have to get all. Oh, what? Oh no! The heck? How does that happen? Now I'm not set up. Now I'm not set up to do this dungeon, but we're gonna go anyway because we're just gonna go with it. I don't have any of my buffs up. I was showing you guys my classes, and now I got rid of all the buffs I needed. Not good. We're gonna say hi to these folks. Hope they're halfway decent. Now I gotta get my buffs already. What a waste. Oh well. Stuff happens. Oh, this is a boring dungeon. Alright. And like I said, I'm healing. I'm a little green. I have Vasmer Nightfall up there. Oh, I guess I gotta do it to everybody else. See, I'm being lazy. Like I said, I'm rusty. I'm usually on this stuff. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got the buffs I needed right away. That's good. The guy in the blue is the tank class. If you don't play this, the two reds are the DPSs. And if I don't talk as much, it's because I gotta concentrate. Healers have a very important role. They slack at all. Sometimes the whole group will die. This depends on how crappy or how well armored and how well other players that are with you play. But and you're just gonna see me do my wonderful healing job. And I'm gonna throw this buff that's gonna give damage increase to everybody. And see, he's dying. So I gotta heal him up. And then this increases the time, and this also increases the time that that balance buff does. I can explain it in more detail, but while I'm playing it's kind of hard. So I'm kind of concentrating. And like I said, I'm rusty, so I'll probably end up letting someone die if I'm not paying attention too well. But as you can see, I casted that extends it for him, and if you look up top on the middle there, he's got it longer than everybody else. We had 2 seconds left, he had 10. So it lasts longer on him, and then he's a monk class, and they're probably one of the highest damage dealers in the game with melee DPS. So it's good to give it to them, but really giving it to any DPS is good. Yeah, this dungeon's very long, so it's probably just be this dungeon. This is a good 25-minute dungeon, depending on how they run it and how quick we kill stuff. And as you can see here, this is a machinist. This is one of the new classes from Heavensward. I mean, he's not really new anymore, and so is my class. But the machinist is kind of like he has a big pistol. It's almost like the bard, but he does it with a gun instead. Okay. So that's like a defensive buff. It raises everybody's defenses if I remember right. And I like to increase that on the tank usually. And then this one where I spin around gets a little more time for everybody. The tank, as you can see, is buff. That tree buff is 30 seconds and mine's at 14. So that tells you what those two abilities did. Now sometimes you want to be careful because I put a heal over time on him. And when I increased it, it increases the aggro or avidity towards me because I'm the one that cast it on him. But he seems like to be somewhat of a good tank and didn't have to really. He pretty much got them off me, or got them before they even bothered to pay attention to me. See, there's the heal over time. That's not what it's called, but that's what it is. And you kind of want to time your heals. I'm no expert by any means. I am good, I think, when I'm playing a lot. But you kind of want to keep your heals so that the heal over times. See, I do a group heal over time. That's that green swirly with the stars in it. You kind of want to have both the heal over times come off all your group members before you start attacking new mobs or monsters, because that'll lead to them coming to attack me. So a good healer kind of times that so that they drop off before the other creatures came. And see, those both dropped off, but yet they're all on me because they didn't go off soon enough. So now I'm going to get hit, but like I said, his tank seems pretty good. Maybe. Alright. Okay, they're all off me now. And there we go. But if you definitely like Final Fantasy games, this is definitely an MMO for you, especially if you're really into like all the Final Fantasies, like you played, you know, every one you could. This game puts a lot of parts, little characters and bad guys from each game. Little things that you'll see. Like, you can make your character look like Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, if I remember right. You can get Cloud's sword that says, like, you know, for looks from Final Fantasy VII, stuff like that. There's bad guys from, like, every game here. So you need to pay attention, kind of letting my tank get hit a lot there. Tank's a warrior. I have a paladin. I never really built up my warrior yet. I've always been a paladin fan. But I will eventually. I'll have all the classes to 60, but I only have a few that I have to do anyway. And see, sometimes you can't get the buff swap you want because you're too busy making sure your party members don't die. And this game actually has a lot of elitists, like they expect certain things. Like you can't, I mean, they expect you to know what you're doing and stuff most of the time. This ain't like I think any MMO can be a casual game, but I wouldn't say this is really a casual game. Unless you're playing with friends that know that's how you play. If you're doing these random groups, people are gonna expect you to do certain things. Like, if I suck at healing, they're gonna say something right away. Most of the time. Unless they suck themselves. Now, see, you went. It's gonna get. Oh well. I don't remember all this fight right now.
There is nowhere to run! Can you withstand this? Enough!
I got that balance buff. I think the majority of people want that. I mean, the tanks don't really care, but actually some do. The warriors actually do pretty decent damage, but everybody likes that balance buff. I think if you throw that out a lot, as long as you can get it, because it's not always the case, they will like you. They'll appreciate it. But you can't always get it sometimes. I went through a whole dungeon and not got it once. It's pretty random, but I think they fixed that a little bit.
There is nowhere to run. Can you withstand this? Enough.
And as a healer, you just gotta learn not to freak out on this game. If you freak out, you're gonna start running all over the place, causing problems. You just need to stand still. You gotta know what to do when certain things come up. You gotta know almost as much as the tank does. Because if you or the tank die, the party's done for. That's what I do like about this MMO. It keeps that aspect. It has roles in each group. Oh man, see? Now I got a speed up here. I'm gonna help myself heal these people. I can basically do an insta heal right away because I can speed up time with one of my abilities, but it doesn't come back all that quick. I don't know why I'm getting hurt. I don't remember how this works.
There is nowhere to run.
It is very intense right now, though.
Can you
If I was playing this so much, I had this down to a science. Like I could play it without even really thinking about what I was doing. I just knew.
In the name of the Emperor!
I think we did okay there. I was kind of scared there for a second. Thought for sure I was gonna lose somebody. And this dungeon really shouldn't be too much trouble for me. I'm pretty well geared for this dungeon. Like I said, the only content I'm really missing out on with this character is the new stuff that just came out in the latest patch. And I think it's the item level is 245 or whatever, but the 245 gear is like the savage stuff on Midas, and I'm sorry if you don't know what that means, it's hard to explain, but basically it's a harder version of the in-game content. And you have to do it multiple times just to get like one piece of gear. And I've only done it a couple times, and I don't think I've got any pieces. You gotta have a pretty dedicated group to do that type of stuff. You don't usually get pickup groups, and if you do, you don't usually make it through it because you're dying all over the place. He's running from me. I don't know why. And you gotta kind of figure out how each tank pulls too. Some will pull like a whole room in one pull if they can, and some will do one by one. I don't care either way. I can handle either, but I prefer to like know their styles. Sometimes it's hard, especially with these random groups. But like the guys I play with on PS4, I already know what they're gonna do. They like to test me out as much as they possibly can. They'll grab as many as they can and think it's funny if I can't keep up, and then they get mad when they die, but most of the time I can keep up now, the way I've built the way this character is now. Maybe not at first. Oh man. See, I had some heal over times over on everybody, so they come after me instead. Causes issues, but just bad timing on the healing part. Oh, there's the balance. We're gonna give it to the monk. I'm gonna send the time on him, and then now send the time on everybody. Throw a heal over time just for the tank. And debuff him. You got a debuff on him. I mean, I'm taking away the debuff. That's what I meant. Healers can be pretty intense on this game. Some games you're literally just healing, but they got a lot going on here on this game. It's a little more complex. I can damage deal too, but I like to focus on the healing because everybody will say, yeah, I like a healer to damage deals too, but they all say that until they're dead, and then they're wondering why they died, because you're spending time killing things instead of healing. Gonna need to rebuff the group here. The buffs are going away. We only got 16 minutes on the protect. Alright. Whew. Like I said, this is a long dungeon. See that list on the top right? We're only on the second one. And there's 3 more after that. It goes pretty quick once we get past, I think, these balls. These electric balls. See, I want to cast my buffs, but as soon as I do, this guy's gonna run in the middle. So you kinda just gotta, especially as being the healer, you gotta kinda just go with the flow of how the group's going and seeing what your tank's doing. Your tank's gonna lead the group and basically control the flow of how fast you're gonna go through the dungeon, or how slow, or how many monsters you're gonna fight at once. And I need, oh, see, I did have a heal over time on him. Alright. See, I don't really want this buff, but I don't also want to waste time. This gives them TP, which is like the action melee stamina. It's basically stamina. In other games it would be called stamina, but this is Final Fantasy and they do stuff different. And the only reason I gave him that, I mean, it's useful for people who are running out of TP, but it doesn't happen that much for certain characters. And I am, yeah, see, I'm letting myself get paralyzed. I'm not paying attention. I just don't want anybody to die. But like I said, I would have to wait all my cooldowns to come back to do the next card, and sometimes it's not worth it. You might as well just spend a card and give a beneficial buff to somebody, even if it didn't do as much as the other one would, and you can get to them next time, like the balance. It'll come around again, you can give them balance later. Better to give them something than nothing at all. At least I think, anyway. I'm sure other people will say different. See right here, I got the extended time. Okay, see if they're gonna let me buff this time before they run off in the middle here. See, look, he didn't even wait for me. Constant problem. Healer problems, I tell you. Only person that cares is the healer. Trying to buff everybody, he's running in the middle already. It's alright, though. But yeah, if you definitely like group play and dungeon crawling and Final Fantasy, this MMO is definitely for you. And I have no problem teaching people. I don't know about teaching people through videos, because I don't want to claim myself to be like a stud at any class, because I kind of play my style. It's not necessarily the style that everybody wants, that thinks the best. Like, if I play lazy sometimes because I want to play lazy, and that's just the way it is. So I'll definitely give you advice, help you out if you decide to start playing the game. I'm always willing to help. But like I said, you gotta play this game till like level at least 30, 20, 30, I'd say 30. or even 50 or 60 to really like it. The beginning levels don't do justice for this game. It is very story driven too. Like I said, I just burn through the story to keep up with the content because the guys I play with show no mercy, if that makes any sense. They will, wow, I just almost died. I forgot some of these fights, so I don't remember if I can avoid that or not. I think that the tank was actually supposed to stun him when he did that, but I don't remember. I was literally doing these daily quests, is what these are, every day, so I had them down pat, but I stopped playing for a little bit because you just get burnt out playing the same game constantly. And I forgot what I was saying. I got off track. But it don't matter. We're almost done, guys. I know this is a long dungeon. But yeah, what I was saying, I just burn through the story because the guys I play with, if I give them, if they start playing, they're not really playing too much right now, but they're going to. They always do. And once they start playing, if I don't stay on top of my stuff, they will just be way ahead of me. And then they'll just be complaining that I'm not playing with them and stuff like that. It's one of those games that someone that doesn't play a lot and someone who does play all the time will not usually be playing together unless they're starting a different character or a different class. As one neat thing about this game, though, you've seen all the classes I had before when we started, and the thing is you can do that all with one character. You don't have to start a whole new character, you know, and start all over the story. You've already done the story, you're just starting a new, they call them jobs on here, jobs, or a class, but you're not starting a new race and a new character. You already did all that stuff. It's already, you don't have to start the whole game over. You're just starting a new job. And that's actually a good name for it because it's like real life. You start a new job, you don't have to change who you are. But yeah, I mean, so I mean, I could technically play with a new person that came in, but almost all my characters are close to, if they're not 60, they're like 30, level 30. So it's real. So those first 20 or 30 levels, usually you'll find people to group with, no problem. This game, like I said, competes with World of Warcraft, but you're going to be pretty much doing that stuff on your own for people who play a lot, because all their characters are like level 60 already, and they've done everything. I mean, they can join you in a dungeon and help you because they do get benefits from helping you. They get these tombstones and these things that help them upgrade their armor, so they can group with you, but they're not gonna always do it because they got other things to do, level 60 things to do. And if you watch every part of the story in this game, it'll take you longer to level for sure. But they do have a system in here called the Inn. It's like, you know, in any Final Fantasy game, you go in and they have a theater where you just watch all the cutscenes that you missed out on. So that is very nice. That's what I do. I basically burn through all the content and then I watch the story later. So you don't have to hold people up watching the cutscenes that are going through these dungeons. If you haven't watched it, it doesn't let anybody get out of the little beginning circle until you're done watching that cutscene. People tend to get annoyed with it, especially a lot of these veterans that have been playing this game forever. They've seen it either 100 times or they've seen it enough to the point where they just shut it off and they're just ready to get to the dang dungeon. Oh. That's one of the things that threw me off about this game right away. Because most of the MMOs I played, like EverQuest, Vanguard, those type of games, you didn't have to move like that. Like, they didn't show you an area of effect that you need to move out of. I don't like moving a lot. As a healer anyway, but sometimes it makes the game very interesting. And I completely forgot about my other buffs. Let's see here. See if we can get what we want. See, we got a balance and just that extended time. I'm probably going to give it to the monk. Now he's going to have a lot of times, but I'm going to give it to him more than once here. My food's almost out. Let me get some more food. They don't take... Oh, they're going to take off without me. Oh, there. Barely made it. I'm going to buff these guys while I have a chance. Oh. There we go. I'm usually on top of this stuff, but it's the first time I've talked while I've played this game. Other than talking, you know, to a headset in my group I'm grouping with. And usually that talk is fairly simple, like, hey, heal me. Hey, I'm doing this. The DPS on this game have a lot of depth too. Like, all the archetypes on here seem to be very similar, but they have little differences. But they have depth. Like, you have to do combos with the ninja. The monk, you gotta be standing, you know, on the side or the back or the front of them to do more damage with whatever ability. Kind of like the old rogues. They have rogues in this, but they turn into the ninja. For those who don't play this game, but they're not like the classic rogues of like EverQuest, where you just stand in back, invisible, and stab them in the back with backstab. But the monk kind of does that, but they use fists or claws. I'm kind of waiting for a new class on this game. Like, I've liked the Astrologian and I like the Machinist a lot. They're cool classes, but I'm waiting for something that makes me just go, damn, I need to play that class, and kind of something neat. Hey, they keep talking about red mage, black mage, or no, they already got a black mage. Red mage, blue mage. Start talking about something, I can't remember what the other one is. Some other class, but there's Samurai. That's what it is. Samurai. Now, for those that played the first online Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy XIV, Samurais, I think they tanked. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. I'm fine with it. I only played that game a little bit because I was playing EverQuest Online Adventures instead. But I did play it. But yeah, I think they're gonna make the Samurai, but they're gonna be a DPS or something. But I haven't watched the update notes. I usually watch the updates and read them or watch them, because they do a video too on what they're bringing, stuff like that, all the time to know what's going on. But I haven't done that. Like I said, I kind of need to catch up with this game again. All right. We're almost done, guys. I think we got this last boss that we're heading to right now. I could be wrong, though. This is a long-ass dungeon. And I got everybody's buff on. And I'm gonna play more of these games. My channel has kind of went towards single-player RPGs more, or just random-ass games. But initially, my focus was MMO RPGs and single-player RPGs. And I haven't really been doing the MMOs because I wasn't sure. I kind of been going off the beaten path here, but Like I said, I play every game that's fun, but this is one of the MMOs I wanted to kind of do videos on, as well as EverQuest 2. You know, all the ones that are popular right now. EverQuest 2 is really not popular right now, but it's still a game that a lot of people follow. But Elder Scrolls Online, Guild Wars 2, Black Desert Online, I play all those. So you can imagine it's a lot of work. I mean, to play these games, MMOs take time. And this game I played a lot, so you know, to not do videos on them is kind of silly because they're the type of games I like. And I do know how to play a lot of them, and I play them, I'd say, pretty good. Unless I haven't played them in a while, then I'm rusty and I suck most of the time. But once I stick to one character or one class and I play the game regularly, I pretty much become a master of that class. But I'm not going to call myself a master on this as an Astrologian because, like I said, I haven't been playing. Oh, man. Not... Ooh, oh, man, I can't... I gotta pay attention, guys. Sorry. This is an intense moment. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. I don't remember me having to put much effort into healing people on this. I used my speed time up to cast spells faster. That's a lifesaver. Oops, I didn't do something. I'm gonna die. Supposed to get in one. Oh wait, no. I'm supposed to get into a rift or a wormhole type thing when he does something. I remember that. I'm gonna back the camera up a little bit so we can see what's going on. Sometimes that helps immensely. See what's coming towards me. Oh. Okay. I thought I was in trouble there. This is the part. This is gonna be a bit tricky sometimes. As long as you just move out of the way of those AoEs, the orange circles, but you just slide all over the place because you're on ice. Okay, that was easy for me.
You'll not defeat me again.
Oh, we will. We will defeat you again, sir. Again, again, and again. So now he gets bigger and more meaner. See, they're watching the cutscene right now, so it doesn't allow us to play. I mean, we could run out there, but we'd have one guy standing there looking at a cutscene. The monk is looking at the cutscene right now, keeping us waiting on him. This is the last guy, guys. Once we beat this, it's over. I know this has been a rather long video, but if you don't play Final Fantasy, or you do, hopefully you enjoyed my little bit of commentary. Like I said, I'm rusty. Please don't be too harsh on telling me I suck. There's always room for improvement. I'm always open to criticism if it's helpful criticism, like, hey, you should do this. But you suck. Okay, actually I can take any criticism. I'm pretty thick-skinned, but just saying, I'm rusty, and I haven't played in a while. And what the hell is this guy watching? See, this is what happens when you don't skip the content and watch it later. You leave your group, stranded, waiting. Might as well throw this other buff up, see if I can get balance on my cards. Nope. I'm gonna leave it alone, just let it fall off. Waste it because we're waiting around anyway. Wow. I didn't realize this cutscene between the first part of the boss and this part is that long. I guess it is. Oh, there he is, and he's running out there by himself like an idiot. Oh. Wow, that's what not to do when you're a DPS. Make everybody wait for your silly ass, watch a cutscene, and then you run out there and start the fight. I know a lot of you DPS think you're freaking super badasses. And I play DPSs too, so I know. But the tank is supposed to do that. That's the tank's job. Unless for some reason he's not supposed to do that. But almost every fight he's supposed to be the one charging, not you. You're just causing havoc for the tank and the healer. DPS are just supposed to hit hard, not get hit. Your job's to hit as hard as you can without getting hit. The tank's job is to keep all the monsters and villains and everybody hitting him. And I'm just supposed to keep everybody alive without drawing attention to myself. See if I can get the buff I want. See, I'm not getting what I want, but we're just gonna throw this up because I'm tired of waiting. Wasting cooldowns on the cards and then not getting what I want, so might as well throw something on them. Oh, see, I'm supposed to go in the... Oh, I don't have one to run to. I'm gonna die. No. Oh, there we go. I'm okay. I got it there just in time. Oh, he ain't even casting it yet. Lord Senpai is hurting. Man, I usually don't have to even worry about him getting this low, but must not be... My rotation, the way I do things, is way off right now. And eventually I'll probably show a video with the guys I play with on PS4. They're all really good at this game once they start playing it. They pretty much master... They're just good at the game. They know all the details. They all have a class they like a lot and they play it very well. But sometimes when we get the groups together, we don't do well because everybody's trying to kill everybody or trying to outdo one another or something. I don't know quite what it is. Not really my thing. I'm just trying to heal, but they will like pull more mobs than they normally would and stuff just because they know we can handle it, or they want to see if we can handle it, or I can handle it, however you want to put it. But we'll get into more serious raid content and primals. You know what the primals are? They're like big bosses. They're basically raids, but they're just one boss that you're fighting. They take a while and they have mechanics that are crazy. Like Bahamut and who's the other one? Oh, shit. There's a whole bunch of them. Titan. They're all like the summons, basically. A lot of them are the summons from other games. Like, what's her name? Can't think of their names right now. Oh well. But yeah, the summons that you get in like other games, they're usually the guys you're fighting. Like Ifrit. Sorry, it's getting a little intense here. Don't want anybody dying. He's almost done. I think I'm supposed to eat. There we go. Eat another person's balls. And we're done, guys. We made it through. You don't get any treasure chests in this dungeon because it's like, it's different than the other dungeons. The other ones you get a treasure chest out after you kill every little boss. There's like 3 or 4 bosses in each dungeon, and every boss you kill you get a treasure chest. And you get loot that usually you can use for somebody. You can give a player accommodation, but now everybody left. I'll give it to the monk. Why not? I usually give it to the tank. Let's see if I got any. I got one. It's probably the tank. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed our little walk through that dungeon there. We didn't get to do the ones I had on the right there because they were going to take too long. But usually it's 5 minutes for me. But we are playing at 3:30 in the morning. So, not necessarily prime time. But with this game as a healer, I can join that random dungeons and get in like within 5 minutes. But these bigger ones, this newer stuff, probably not going to be that short. But thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And please, guys, like and view this stuff. If you don't, if you know, I need to know what you want to see. If you want to see me just playing, having fun, talking while we're playing some Final Fantasy, like it. Say it in the comments. If you'd rather see me do something else with Final Fantasy or just not even do Final Fantasy, don't watch it, don't comment, don't like. I'm going to start doing stuff that is getting interaction. So, like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll catch you later, guys and gals. Have a good one.